They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment, and you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows, one set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. They hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. Every picture you take and promise you make, everything you do is about clouds. Then you come into me for I shake your hand, there's nothing to smile about. Corruption inside every sector, but when it comes to them, they send you. Try investigate efficiency, right? Go talk to Baratans too, cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. Fed up on the dirty water, low pressure, want scream and tell somebody. Imagine 1500 US and they're telling me super salary. I done fed up on the unemployment racism and the lie they say one Guyana. Cause when you look with the oil money going, circulate with one set of banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
Sit there and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su? Oh, Su? My relationship?
Good night, everybody. All of you, wherever you are. Good night to all. And also let me say a special good night to, I have a good friend now. I have a fan now, Auntie Crapo. I'll tell you guys some other time who is Auntie Crapo. Sorry that I have to start off with a laugh. You wouldn't be surprised who is Auntie Crapo, right? Oh gosh, Auntie Crapo had hot shit all day. Auntie Crapo. Anyways, good night. We have serious business to talk about. This is an elections year, and the corrupt PPP regime, they've got to go. You know that? They're doing every single thing not to go, but they've got to go. They've got to be voted out of office, even if it's anti-datas vote alone. And you cannot, in an elections year, have stupid people around you only chasing people away. And the opposition folks got to be extra careful with stupid people like Auntie Crapo. Sorry about that. Stop it, Marquisha. Oh, I kind of like that name though, right? Oh, I just love it, right? Marquisha. Give me a break, guys. Auntie Crapo, let me see. How many of you guys watching? Because Auntie Crapo takes some time out to say, Bencha viewership drop. But what they got to do is take time on the people that they promote and ensure that they platform rise, if you know what I mean. All right, enough of the shades for now. Let's go underneath whatever this is. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what is this. I don't know what style is this. Lynette Nelson, can you tell me? Anybody in the audience, any one of you right now, Deborah Clark, tell me, what is this? Michelle Lampkin. Hi, Michelle Lampkin. What style is this? Tell me, what style is this? What style is this? Please. I mean, I know this is an elections year. We all know some of these guys do not have taste, nothing at all. But this is an embarrassment. And look, people have whatever. It's not even flower bag, Harriet Hall. Do not disrespect the order, right, Harriet? How you gonna disrespect flower bag? This cannot be flower bag. Look at this thing. Oh man. Oh, it's it's an embarrassment to that guy that sang at the halftime of the Super Bowl. Hey Drake. You could tell I'm not into rap music. Well, I love rap back in the days, right? And so I don't know. Is what going on here, man? Sorry about that, guys. This is not what this show is all about, but even Auntie Crapo probably can dress better than her. Esme Lammy, what is this? Somebody tell me, what is this? Ray Garaway Mingo, what is this? Rajan Bim say was Salbag. That's even, I have respect for Salbag. This is not even Salbag. Oh gosh. Oh. I don't even want to, I wouldn't even say that she has big feet and she's covering up her big feet. It's not even that. All right, hey guys, what else is happening in your neck of the woods? Lots of things happening. Since Melissa Atwell, Melissa Holder, Melissa, how are you doing? Since she got released, and it's a good thing. The regime and them, the bums gone down, if you know what I mean. The bums gone down because they're getting attacks left, right, and center. But I'm still on this particular case because the Pacus in the PPP regime have decided to release all these ladies' photographs. Some of these ladies have filed for asylum, political asylum, trafficking in person, and all manner of things. And they just exposed all of these young women, all because they're after one woman. One woman. And so they exposed. And so, like I said, I'm not going to telegraph the shot, but the Pacus who were acting up, dancing up, and all manner of things, they got right back in their shells because Melissa Atwell, well, she goes, many of you as Melly Mel, Auntie Mel, some 592 auntie or whatever. She's out, she's having fun, she's not being stopped at the airport, nobody in search and she, and all manner of things. And having said that, let's say goodnight to the owner of that controversial security guard services, right? RK Security. RK Security, the owner of well, he's said to be the owner. These days you don't know, right? And you've just got to be careful. You don't want people's bumps to raise. You don't want people's bumps like Auntie Crapo bumps raise. Auntie Crapo said, Marquisha. And all day she get a polka coconut. Marquisha, I'm here. I'm right here, Auntie Crapo. And so as a result of that, the owner, or is said to be the owner of RK Security firm, got pulled over by federal agents. They just took their wallet out, took their bag, and say, we need to talk to you for, oops, sorry about that, guys. We need to talk to you for a moment. And so, according to information, all that mouth he got, running and all nonsense going on at the Ethnic Relations Commission, talking powerful. Salam alaikum, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, alhamdulillah. And I'm saying this because that's what he does. I'm not, certainly you guys know, I don't go after people for religion. He's a different kind of fish. I really do mean a different kind of fish. So listen to this guy now. Annette Cummings and Eva and Sandra Brotherson and Stanley Wilson. Stanley Wilson always not paying attention. All he doing in the audience, saying goodnight to the women. He right away he gone straight over to who he saying good night, Sis Vashti. That's all he focused on. Stanley, good night to you, Stanley. And so, hey guys, so picture this. This is what happened. This is what happened. He got off the plane, and federal agents, we all can just assume that they knew that he was traveling, because they know when you're traveling, right? They know when you're traveling. They know when to expect you. They know what time to expect you. They know what color clothes you're wearing and all these things. And so when that guy from RK Security jumped on the plane, he probably in first class, oh yes, and he drinking coffee and he cock up his foot, and his foot must have white with mud all between his toenails and thing, because money can't change people, you know. Trust me, no matter how much money you get. You can get billions and all. It can't change you. You can drive fancy bicycle and all, right? Fancy bicycle. It can't change you. You is who you is, as we would say, but you are who you are. Right, Sonia Rigby and Precious Gold and all of you tonight. How are you doing? Share the link, and I appreciate that. And so that Auntie Crapo can count how many people watching Ben Shop Show. Ben Shop Show audience drop. Oh, good for Ben Shop. This time they're peeping. Auntie Crapo peeping. Y'all want to know who's Auntie Crapo, right? All right. So Roshan Khan, that's his name. Not Junior, the senior one. So he got up. Lemon is putting up some stuff that's not yet, we are not ready for it. Thank you, Lemon. And so Roshan Khan got off the plane, like that guy at the halftime. That's right. And he's walking off the plane, right? And so when he got off, federal agent said, hey, can we talk to you for a moment? Now, when that happens, you're being detained. But Stupidity Bill RK says, no, he wasn't detained. He wasn't detained. He was interviewed. And that they were very professional, and that they asked him about the Mohammeds, and that's all he said, you know. He didn't say who else they asked him. He didn't want to say to you guys that they also possibly took his phone and ran through it, and then, here you go, sir. Thank you. Of course, federal agents will be federal agents. And so that stupidity guy, RK Security guy, has said that no, that he wasn't detained. Now, I want you bright ones in the audience to talk to us too. So, if you're being pulled over by an officer, federal agent or whatever, and in this situation, they want to talk to him, RK Security, we need to talk to you. The minute they say they need to talk to you, why not say, no, you want to leave? If you weren't detained, just tell them you got to go along your way, man. Me get time with y'all, right? Just tell them that and go along your way. See if it works. Just see if it works. And so the Paku thinks that people are Pakus, that they would believe that he wasn't detained, that he was just interviewed. Stupidity Bill. Let's give him right away. Let's give him the donkey, because he deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. He was detained. He was questioned about a whole host of things. More to be questioned. More to be detained. Just a matter of time. They can jump up. Oh, Trump is in office and Trump likes them and they love Trump and nothing is going to happen and they could travel and let them keep traveling. Let them keep thinking that Trump likes them and that Trump is their buddy and their friends. Roshan Khan was detained. He claimed he was questioned. I mean, he was interviewed. Salam alaikum to you, Roshan Khan. If you're watching here, keep talking, keep spilling the beans too. Hey guys, what else is happening? I know in Linden, it's a sad situation. So sad. All around. And the people don't deserve that. The people in Linden do not deserve that. The people in Guyana, no one deserves these sort of things. But why is it that every time the PPP is in office, these things happen? Jagdeo, hundreds of men, young men, mainly young African Guyanese men, mainly young African Guyanese men were killed, were slaughtered under the PPP regime. Ramotar, guess what? Well, they first started off with Monica Rees, slaughtered just a few months after they got into office on Good Friday night. She was slaughtered. That's when all of the corruption started. Blood, blood, blood. It continued. Jagdeo, the worst of them all, hundreds of young men. Now, I'm not going to get into what's the exact number, and hundreds of young men were slaughtered. And they want to say that those young men were questionable character, right? Jagdeo is of questionable character. Irfan Ali, 19 fraud charges, got blocked from entering Canada before he was installed as president. And all of them are questionable characters. All of them, every single one of them are suspects. Every single one of them. But it doesn't mean that the police have to go after them, like how the police go after ordinary citizens because they might be economically depressed members of economically depressed communities. I don't want to say poor people and these sort of things, but that is what they do. They go and they slaughter these folks. And so when they went into Linden, that is what they did. They feel that they can go into predominantly African Guyanese communities and do what they want, do as they want, pull out their guns, shoot and kill these young African Guyanese men. Kill them, slaughter them. Let us face reality. And, I have no apologies to make, but those of you who are watching and are of East Indian descent, I want you guys to understand, and let's face reality. I love all of you, okay? But let's face reality. I have seen police who were attacked in predominantly East Indian communities with cutlass and all manner of things, and the police dare not use excessive force. However, these goons in the Guyana police force, and again, I want to make this quite clear. I am not painting all of the members of the Guyana police force with the same brush. Certainly not. I wouldn't do that. Now, why is it that the police, members of the Guyana police force, regardless of their ethnicity, feel comfortable slaughtering young black men? Why does it? I mean, it always happens when they go into predominantly African Guyanese communities. They do what they want in a reckless manner. They shoot, they kill these young African Guyanese men or of mixed descent, whatever. Those of you who saw that video that's floating around, and the video that's floating around, it is horrific. It is sad. It is depressing. to see after the police shot this young man, shot him probably before he died, shot him. They dragged him into a minibus and dumped him there. And the policeman who allegedly pulled the trigger, the murderer who allegedly pulled the trigger, walked right back into his vehicle with his gun in his hand, like nothing really happened. Tonight, a mother mourns the passing of her son. Then the next day, another mother mourns, and family members and friends and an entire community mourn the passing of two young men who are known throughout Linden. And then the man who sits there as an installed president, not for all Guyanese, but for some Guyanese, an installed president, goes into Linden, and then this is what he says: "You have my love and prayers." Well, let me say this to Irfan Ali. Guyanese, regardless of the community that they live in, they don't need your love and your prayers after the damage has already been done. People have been talking about the corrupt police force. People have been talking about the trigger-happy policemen, the corrupt policemen, senior police officers. Again, I'm not painting all of them with the same brush. But when you ignore the problems, and then after everything happened, Irfan Ali rushed up to Linden as though he really cares about the people. He doesn't. But now let me say this to you guys, in case you haven't heard. After the shooting, it is reported, mind you, that Irfan Ali didn't intend on going to Linden, was to ignore the people of Linden, ignore the situation in Linden. Maybe that's why I said we need leadership in Linden. Leadership we need in Linden right now. And Aubrey Norton folks, listen and understand. We need leadership on the ground in Linden right now, and by extension throughout the country. People are not looking at this guy for leadership. They can't look at him for leadership. He is part of the problem. And not just part of the problem. He is a major part of the problem. People in Linden are fed up. They're upset. They want a change of government. But they are looking for strong leadership at this point in time. Leadership. This should have never happened. And so when Irfan Ali suggested that he is going to meet with these people, the relatives, on Monday, he doesn't have time now until Monday, according to reports. But no, kudos to the family members and relatives and advisors for the families of these young men who were slaughtered, murdered. They were assassinated under the PPP regime. There are two more added to the list of hundreds. And so after the family members refused Irfan Ali's offer to go, and this is so hurtful and heartless and cruel. And Irfan Ali can only do that because these young men are of African descent. So he doesn't care. So he's not going to run down quick to the bottom house and hug and cry and prepare to sing Ma Tide Mama Mamata Ma. Rajan, help me. Ma Tide Mamata Kitinapia Kitinapia. Right? That's that whole song. And even our Indian brothers and sisters, Guyanese brothers and sisters, are tired of Irfan Ali and his nonsense. Tired. Everyone. People are tired of Irfan. People are tired of Jack Deal. People are tired of the PPP. That is a fact. And so I'm glad that the relatives of these young men have said to Irfan, no, they are not going to be going to the office of the president to meet with them. Go to Linden. And that is why, and that is how, sorry, he reluctantly traveled to Linden. He reluctantly traveled to Linden. Thank you, Rajan Bim, for responding about the song. It's called that house song. That house song. You go and you pay your respects to the dead. Hindu funeral. Matide mamaka kitinapia, right? Kitina. And that's what they do. But when Irfan Ali goes into like this particular community, it's the same BS all the time. We heard the same thing at the Henry boys' funeral. How many of you guys remembered when he went to the two caskets were right there at Sandy's funeral home? He said, my prayers and love for the family, the Henry boys. And then right after that, they did the PPP and corrupt officials of the PPP regime and corrupt police officers ensured that they did everything to stymie the process for an independent investigation. They brought the RSS officer up from the Caribbean, from Barbados. He came home from Barbados, and as he got to Guyana, they give him nice rum, they give him nice thing, he drink, he eat up. God in heaven knows what he did. Good night to the folks at the cathedral. Again, God in heaven knows what he did. But he didn't do what he was supposed to do, which is conduct a transparent and an independent investigation. And so that investigations into the circumstances that led to the murders of those two boys, it was all a sham. It was all covered up. Because Irfan Ali and Hicken, who is now confirmed as Commissioner of Police, they know who the killer is or killers are. They know, but they ensure that they pick the cotton. Well, the individual they said is usually from cotton tree, hence the description of cotton. So they knew exactly what happened. They know, just like they knew the killer of Monica Reese. They knew. Just like they know who killed Ronald Waddle, the murderers who killed Ronald Waddle. They know the killers of Saturday Saw and members of his family and his security guard. They know the killers of most of the high-profile or all of the high-profile killings in Guyana, including Crummy Wing. Oh, yes. They were sick and they were tired of Crummy Wing. And so I don't want to lick my lip on this because y'all might take a hint. If I say I lick my lip, y'all take a hint. And those Pakus were questioned about the murder, the assassination of Courtney Crummy Wing. A lot of dirty things went on in the Guyana police force. People were killed. Camp Street Prison was set on fire. Not because they got some prisoners that just wanted to burn the prison down. No, it wasn't about that. It was a well orchestrated political plan, a criminal act to do what they did with the Camp Street prisons. And lots of prisoners burned to death. Some escaped, but there was more to it. And trust me, we can all assume the masterminds, the political masterminds behind the prison, the Camp Street prisons being burnt down, and scores of prisoners burned to death. Some escaped. There was a reason for that. Because when you burn the prison down and you kill all of those men, who is going to talk about any crime? Whether it's the assassination of Courtney Crummy Wing or Minister Saturday Saw and others, who is going to talk? You don't kill them out. Who is going to talk? And then this brings me back to that incident at Camp Street when I was there as a political prisoner. Oh, yeah. Guess what? They attempted to do the same thing, the exact thing, to burn the prison down. And with poor me there, oh, God knows why. It's not even funny. But we're dealing with a corrupt regime that they will do any and everything to dispose of evidence. Thank God on that day, it never happened. Because if it happened, I would not have been here with you guys today. One or two probably watching and say, you should have gone along your way, like Auntie Crapo. Say, you should have gone along your way, right? But if you guys know the story behind a lot of things in Guyana, it will hurt your stomach. That is why it is important that we get that change. Again, this time around. We've got to keep it for a long time. Because if you don't do that, Guyana will never be able to breathe again. Never, ever be able to breathe again. If these Pacus take control of Guyana for the next 5 years, the worst set of things will happen. Worse than when Jack Dale himself was president. Worse. These people will get even more obnoxious. We've got to stop it, guys. Let me take a look at some of you, what you're saying. Somebody's saying the audio. I don't know. Sorry, Rhonda Lane. Sorry. I don't know. Rhonda Lane says her topic, her audio, sorry. Good night to all of you, William Bill Cato and Little Freck. Good night to you. Good night to Francine Cruz. Neville Cital, good night. Okay, Neville Cital, good night as well. Good night. Yeah, that's Emma. You guys know that's our executive producer. All right, guys. Frank Rice and the whole crew, Annette Cummings, everybody. Good night to you guys, all of you, except Tony Hack. We don't say good night to Tony Hack any longer. But good night to Tony Hack, indeed. Now let's continue with Linden. Here is what we can talk about. This is Linden Mayor and Irfan Ali. Now, the truth of the story is, when Irfan Ali, and first of all, they disrespected the mayor of Linden. I'll take a quick break and I'll tell you why they disrespected him.
Yeah, my name is Jacinti Caldata, Francis Vietnam, and since 1965, I become a voter. And I always place my ex next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
All right. So welcome back to Straight Up. If you're now joining us, my name is Mark, right? Mark Benchop. So this guy, Irfan Ali, is very disrespectful. So they got to Linden. And when they got to Linden, guess what? Sharma Solomon, the mayor of Linden and the former chairman, or is it? Yeah, chairman of Region 10. Sharma Solomon was at the meeting. And first of all, if I had my way, you would protest any meeting with Irfan Ali in Linden right now. Protest them. Don't sit and listen to them. They have nothing to say that makes any sense. But anyways, as Sharma Solomon was entering the building, security for Irfan Ali wanted to pat Sharma Solomon down, the mayor of Linden. That is gross disrespect. That is where the people of Linden should have shut that meeting down and chased Irfan Ali out of Linden. Give them the same medicine. How could you do that? Look, if Sharma Solomon, the mayor of Linden, his worship, the mayor of Linden, would want to reveal exactly what happened, I'd love for him to reveal. And so they searched the mayor of Linden. The mayor of Linden had to go back into his vehicle and was to secure his firearm in his vehicle. They pat him down as though he's a criminal. And then he could have gone back into that meeting. Well, you know, Sharma Solomon is different. But if I were Sharma Solomon, I would not have gone back into that meeting. I'd have stayed out there and protest these pacos, these catfish, as I noticed Francine is saying, dunce, right? And that is what they did. And so when Irfan Ali approached Sharma Solomon, he shook all the people's hands, everybody's hands around him, everybody's hand, and he passed Sharma Solomon straight and went right over to that guy who is going to jump. In my mind, he's probably planning to jump ship. Figgy, you call him Figuero, Figgy, whatever, right? The signs are there, guys, about German Figuero. The signs are there. Let's not beat around the bush. Come on. Let's stop beating around the bush. The signs are there, right? So Irfan Ali passed Sharma Solomon, the mayor of Linden, and went straight over to Figgy, man. Figgy, right? Figgy, Fig, right? Nice name for Figgy, right? Anyways, and shook Jermaine Figuero's hands and passed Sharma Solomon like nothing, like he doesn't exist. And so when Sharma Solomon, the mayor of Linden, got the opportunity to exact revenge now, he did it the right way and the right time. And so I say kudos to Sharma Solomon. You don't have to shake these oppressors' hands. Now it's not time to shake their hands. You see, like Jorman begging for a handshake. You know, but Jorman, and I feel he squeezed Jorman's hand and probably tickled Jorman's hand. But Jorman, like he begging for a handshake. I'm tired of Jorman. Jorman, every day, every time it's like in the struggle, Jorman is so anti. Y'all can't see Jorman is anti-opposition. No matter what he say, put out and call him for justice, there's just a facade. You know, if y'all can't see and read between the lines, well, I know what happened, right? So this is the evidence. When Irfan Ali now reached up with Sharma Solomon, you already disrespected the man. You already reduced him. You took away, you searched him down as though he's some sort of damn criminal. He's the mayor of Linden, and that is how you treated him. But you search Jorman Figueroa down, you pat Jorman Figueroa down an MP, you pat he down, you allow him to pass straight. You pat down other kunumunus, you allow them to pass straight. But your security guys make sure they pat this guy, this mayor of Linden down, searched him, and then told him to go put his firearm in his vehicle. Utter disrespect. And so this is what happened here now in this video. Take a look, guys. Oh, the baby. And so you guys saw for yourselves, right? You guys saw for yourselves. And that is why they're jumping around, and they're now trying to give the impression. They're trying to make it appear that Sharma Solomon is this and Sharma Solomon that, and I noticed some of the Paku saying about the high road and who got use high road and all manner of things. But I'm going to tell you the truth. They don't want to tell you the truth, and the truth is exactly what it is. The Irfan Ali disrespected the mayor of Linden, and the mayor of Linden had every right to ignore that handshake. And so when Sharma Solomon actually on that video told him that you didn't want to shake my hand before, you pretended as though I never existed when you passed me straight and whatever. That's what he did. And so after the mayor sat there and refused to stretch his hands back out to Irfan, which is good. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor. But they get some Paku saying, but, oh, and this and his disrespect. Give me a break. Who the hell is Irfan Ali? Tell me about disrespect. You know, if you want respect, you got to give respect. And they disrespected the mayor of Linden. First of all, to pat him down, to search him, and then to tell him to go and put his firearm. How disrespectful could you be? And then want to shake his hand after you first refused to shake his hand. So when Sharma Solomon, the mayor of Linden, didn't shake his hand, that is when he just, out of shame, he just hit Sharma in his alley. yeah, like a catfish mentality. And so tonight we say kudos to Sharma Solomon, the mayor of Linden. Kudos to him. Now, let us move on. 52 minutes after 9 o'clock, right? 52 minutes after 9 o'clock. Tony Hack, we don't bother who posted. We don't bother them people abroad. You know, we're one nice family in this compound. We don't mention other people's name. Oh man, Tony, like we got Bantu with a black button there, right? And so the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about: how come there has been no press conference from the police force about the two murders in Linden? How come? Isn't this strange? Isn't it strange? But when Paper Shorts, y'all remember that guy Paper Shorts? Oh yeah, where is he? Thank you. This guy Paper Shorts, when he was murdered, and the allegations was that Azruddin Mohammed was connected to that murder, and his security guy, Mark Richmond. Have you guys noticed how quickly the commissioner of police and all of the majority of the top brass of the Guyana police force held a press conference. And y'all know at that time why they held that press conference. You guys know the serious allegations that were leveled against them, that they were covering up the crime, they were doing all manner of things. And so they rushed to do a press conference, and it wasn't even helpful to them because they were exposed even further. We all know what they did with that, with whatever evidence. We all know. Come on, we're not dotish. We're not dotish. We knew exactly what happened, right? But the point that I'm making is, why is it that, Guyanese more British, why is it that these kunumunus in the Guyana police force, why they cannot hold a press conference? If the commissioner of police of Guyana, Hicken, is watching, Hicken, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Who is this Elmore George, man? Bear emojis. Who is Elmore George, man? All right. Is that all Elmore George could just communicate like that? Emojis. What's going on, man? Elmore, talk to us. We see you, we peeping you, we know what's going on, but what's up with all those emojis? All right. Good night to Elmo. Is it Elmo? Elmore George. Okay, Elmore George. Okay, good night. Oh, and somebody has asked. Somebody has asked. No. So, do you think that these people, they're going to hold a press conference? Do you guys think so? A press conference? The Guyana police force that rushed to hold a press conference after the Paper Shorts killing, when they were exposed by a sergeant by the name of, detective sergeant by the name of Bascom, who exposed them, and serious allegations of corruption? Why no press conference? Why not address? Why? Is it so politicized that they can't even sneeze unless Irfan Ali and Jagdeep tell them to sneeze? Why no press conference, Hicken? Why? Nobody wants you to go around and give football in Albaistong and give football gloves in Tiger Bay and go around and give bottles of water in other communities or whatever, or distributing condoms. Nobody wants you guys to do that. You guys got to do police work. It doesn't mean sometimes you ain't going to go and kick little football and them things. Right? So shame on Hicken. Shame. Police not allowed to do their work. They're being intimidated. They're being threatened. And they're being bullied by corrupt members of the Guyana police force. You should hear some sad stories in Region 6 about what the commander has to do. And what guys like Zulfikar and his son and all of them doing out there. A contractor. His son is a big contractor. Find out all that is happening. It will shock you guys. Why you think a little Paku feel like she could walk up to a big strapping man and slap him? Some Indra, Pindra, whatever. Put on a set of makeup and then without makeup looking catfish. What are you guys doing right now? You want us to take a drink of something? You want a drink of wine? You want a beer? You want a bottle of water? Now take a look. A bottle of water, right? I can open this bottle of water and I can drink it. I'll be glad that I'm drinking a bottle of water. But guess what? In a country that has oil, billions and billions of dollars of oil, and it is said to be Little Dubai. Little Dubai. The fastest growing economy in the world, according to them, is Guyana. Come on, guys, let's take a drink of water, man. What the heck? Let's drink some water.
God damn.
You want another drink? Let's go.
God damn.
The fastest growing economy in the world. Fastest growing economy in the world. And look, the water. The person, right? God damn. Could you believe that? Christine Dion Jones? Could you believe that? Civic, you guys want another drink of water? No, no longer water. Water? Let's go.
God damn.
And then they have this woman here calling herself Sandra. Sandra. Sandra, you know that, right? Right? This is what she's telling you.
Alistair, many of you would know me from 2020 on the other side of the aisle. But I can tell you, I have joined forces with my brother. And
many of you may know me. Many may know me. Sandra? Tanda? They may know you. They forgot about you. And now this is what you're promoting? This is progress? This is what you're promoting, Tandai McAllister? This is what you guys are promoting? This is what? This is it? This is progress? This a progress?
So it's in the rice price.
Progress Tandai McAllister, now known as Sandra. Sandra? Progress? Listen to this woman.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You got to get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You got to get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a
Sandra, Auntie Sandra, 3 man you got. Not you, sorry. According to her, 3 man you gotta get. Not 3 men, 3 man you gotta get. Look, what kind of, anyways, just grab any kind of man these days, man. Man. It no matter what they do or what they look like, right, Sandra? People are punishing 3 man, man. Man, right? Man. Guyana's.
How we gonna do a body man walk right now? You ready? Fuck, so let me go now. Hear me sing now. Body walk, everything. Body walk, truck, body walk.
Guys, I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time. If ever you're running around, if ever you're on Facebook, wherever you go, look out for Auntie Crapo. I'll tell you guys who Auntie Crapo is. But for now, my name is Mark Benchap. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. Guyana needs leadership. Linden needs leadership. Read between the lines. Good night to all of you in the opposition. Good night to Aubrey Norton, the leader of the opposition. Leadership. The people in Linden want leadership. See you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. I just thought I'd be a little naughty there when I say leadership. People bumps may raise, but they need to understand politics. This is not about emotions. This is not about who you like and who you don't like. It's reality. People need leadership. Good night to Aubrey Compton Norton. Leadership the people in Linden need. Leadership, not emotions. God bless you all.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up.
Basement level vibes with another one, straight up blackness. Aye, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benskop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata, Francis Vietnam, and since 1965, I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
How old are you?
I am 28, sir.
And where do you live?
In Kitty.
You own your own home?
Not as yet.
Apply for a house lot?
Not yet.
Well, sit down. You're not participating on the enhancement of your own life.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su? Oh, Su.
Right across Ghana, when the ministers of Granger or Nagamutu come here after the 21st of March, you say to them, walk behind them, chase them out, they're going to be illegal. Say to them, you're
Many of you would know me from 2020 on the other side of the aisle. But I can tell you, I have joined forces with my brother and friend Irfan because I believe in his vision.
I thought you come and tell them you support, make sure you support me in the next election. President Daddy is one person who's always remembered me from since he was a minister.